Church was neat this morning. Kinda a lot. But we had our vote, we had our bylaws go into effect and all that fun stuff, and that's awesome. It went smoothly. I don't feel very comfortable at all. My shoulders are a wreck. I got a few stressful things going on. But I have my birthday planned out. We're going to do this a couple of days early. And there's going to be more sugar than I should be eating in a week. This is a great plan. The location should probably just welcome every visitor with a shot of insulin. And I'm going to see how many folks of my various mixed companies I can gather onto one restaurant patio. This is a horrible plan. And I'm here for the chaos. So great. I'm gonna lay down for a little while and try to stay awake and get some editing done, maybe. Alright, it's late again. I didn't get a clip of my dinner. Oops. It was chili dogs, half an avocado, and some corn chips that went well with the chili dogs. Why the avocado? Because I can, and there weren't any chopped onions. I didn't get a clip of that because I was entirely too engrossed in finishing up watching Gallivant, which I watched most of yesterday. There's so much good stuff in that show. And it's on Hulu right now. Just a really awesome show. I really wish they had made a third season, but at the same time, they really just rounded it out really well, resolved a lot of stuff. Good enough. You know, it's 2 seasons. That's all you get. So you can binge it in, you know, a long weekend. Or I guess a day, like if you're sick with the flu or something, that would be awesome. And then I wound up watching Stargate on SG1. Season 1, even. I still haven't finished SGU, but I'm getting close to the end of that, so maybe that's why I'm kind of holding off. That show also only got 2 seasons. I feel ripped off by that. There's no resolution on this. I have to take my kids to school in the morning and it's gonna be cold. So I really need to set out my thermal leggings to jump into in the morning. Then put my sweatpants on top of those. Bundle up. I don't want to. I'll be alright. I'll figure it out. But as sore as I already am, and as cold as it's going to be, and that's going to make that worse, I had given half thought to going to the gym tomorrow morning. Just do the lightweight, stretchy stuff. No. No, I'm going to be miserable enough as it is, so I'm just going to try to stay warm, hunker down, rest up, light stretches, all from home. I don't know. No. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tomorrow night either. That'll be interesting. Yes, maybe. Okay, this is a bad angle, but good plan, and I'm gonna fix it later. Alright, crud. Okay, obviously it's dinner time. John is really loud with his little friends. Hey! John, can you shut your door, please? I tried not to overdo it today, although I did chop my hair off. a little bit. Partially I was bored, partially my outgrowing undercut was driving me up the wall, and extra layers just looks better with curls, so it will curl a little better now and be a little more textury. I don't know what this is about. I don't think I got my bangs. It might just be the way I scrunched it. Pretty much the most I did today, the most effort of anything that I did today was I made vegetable soup. I had several vegetable items that were starting to get where they were not quite where you want to eat them. So I'm like, I can make soup. Use them up. So, I missed the angle I had this at. So, it's kind of dark, but it's not beef type soup. It is, it's got black garlic flavoring it, but it's got potatoes, carrots, celery, finely diced onion, mushrooms. I think that was all. Oh, avocado. I was hoping it would break down and make the broth creamy, but that's not what it ended up doing, but that's okay because I'm fine with it. I threw on some Lowry's seasoning, Lowry's seasoned salt, and then covered it with chicken broth. And it turned out amazing. It looked better earlier in the day, but it's just been sitting on the back of the stove, staying warm. And I also took the boys to go get McDonald's on the way home because they're not going to eat this. I know. I have a small burger, but this is basically, it's a repeat of lunch. I don't know what I'm going to watch. I'm going to have to adjust this tripod now that the top part of it is falling off to make it taller. And I'm having a ginger ale. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to find something to watch. Probably SG-1. Continuing my Stargate fix. And try to rest up for tomorrow. Tomorrow, around 3 or so, I need to leave here and drive out to where I get my jabbed in the back of the neck, jabbed in the back of the shoulders. Just, you know, the general shoulders, upper back, neck, base of the skull kind of area. I'm at the point where I got so much medical stuff going on that they could probably put a Goa'uld in me and I would not notice. I mean, they found that fracture in my hand and I was like, when I what now? I don't know. Alright, I'll admit it. I was falling asleep watching no, I stopped watching it yesterday. I finished the show. I was watching Stargate SG-1. Yeah, I don't know where I was at. I guess I was tired. I've been pretty tired lately. I'm vaguely aware that Bruce came and knocked on the door, talking about couldn't find his glasses. It's like, look, you're already awake, so just go and, you know, clean up and maybe you'll find them. I'm gonna have to check in with him, I guess, in the morning. But first I'm actually gonna sleep. Because I have to fuel up the car and make a drive tomorrow. And then I'm gonna come home with a bunch of little dots of stickers on my back, so I have to take my kids to school in the morning. It's gonna be cold again. Slightly less cold than today, though. I'm gonna drink some water before I knock out for the night. Alright, I just got home. Now this is sitting crooked. Awesome. And yeah, I made a long drive and drove back and got a needle in my neck. I don't even know if this one got banded. Yeah, it did. There's a matching one on the other side too. So, ow. But I'm gonna feel so much better tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep good tonight too, which has not been happening much lately. Sounds like John found the macaroni and cheese. I didn't have a whole lot to report this morning. We got out the door roughly on time, but then John felt he had exhausted all his breakfast options and there was just nothing he could possibly eat in the car on the way to school. So he stopped at a gas station and he was late, but he got his fried burritos and a taquito and a drink. So that's important. And I went to H-E-B and I restocked the freezer with easily microwaved, mostly egg-related, protein hit kind of stuff. Came home, rested up, and then went out to my appointment. It's been chilly today, and I've been bundled up, but not now. Had to get my coat off. And of course, this is what I wear to get needles in my back, because then I don't have to change into a gown, so it's just mostly coat anytime I left the house. It's pretty comfy. It's a very cozy coat. This is sweet tea from Chicken Express, because that's where my mom stopped for dinner. She also picked up the boys for me. I don't know if the different color between these two types of chicken strips has anything to do with anything. They might just be cooked more, or they might be spicy. I will find out. I don't care. I'll eat them either way. That's macaroni and cheese, and that is probably some of the lightest macaroni and cheese that the camera doesn't do it justice. It's almost white cheddar. It's that pale. And corn nuggets, which is little nuggets of corn inside of basically chicken nugget batter. It's not bad. I don't know what's in there with the corn, but it's pretty good that way. I'm gonna find something to watch, maybe some YouTube videos or something, I guess. But today took a lot out of me. I'm still feeling grumpy. I didn't even stop at Buc-ee's. Usually I'll go stop at Buc-ee's near where this specialist doctor is and grab a sarsaparilla or something, but not today. I just hightailed it home. Traffic was weird. Really weird. I'm really tired, but I should feel really good tomorrow. I even go to the gym. Or I've wound up on a several hours worth of SG1. Sounds like John left a video running. I made it to season 1, episode 18. Got about 15 minutes left on this episode. I'm gonna finish watching it and then I'm out for the night. I guess tomorrow I'll go take my kids to school at the correct time. Well, it's cold. Go home. Probably edit. Probably lots of editing. Or at least I'll try. At some point I need to make dinner, because my mom will be at her class. And then if everything goes well, maybe the indoor pool. Not for me, of course. I'm still a little bit sore from the injections, but the cramped up muscles have eased up considerably, so I'm going to sleep good tonight. Okay, it's a little bit late in the day. I had some coffee this morning, took my kids to school. We were actually out the door early. It was pretty effective today. So organized. I grabbed stuff for dinner, stuff for specifically a dinner they asked for, with some other options for those of us eating like copious amounts of meat or trying to eat healthy, skip the carbs, that sort of thing. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it early. And then I've also been taking a lot of breaks because I'm still sore and uncomfortable. It's like, it's kicking in. Like, don't think it doesn't work, but it's kicking in still. And then I've also been doing some scheduling, and I think I figured this out, right? So Thursdays I'm going to be doing like opening the church building for an hour so that folks can come and look at the art. And every other Friday they gotta go to their dad's. So I figure if I take John to swim on Tuesdays and my Fridays after school, that works great. And then Mondays and Wednesdays, Bruce is slacking off a bit. He needs to go get, his practice hours in driving so he'll be able to test at the right time. That does schedule every single weekday evening, but I can rest during the day. Copious amounts of breaks, and then I put everything that's really important, everything I really have to remember and or be present for on, for the month on my whiteboard on my door. So not only will I be walking past it multiple times a day, but if the boys want to check, or if my parents want to, check if I've got anything going on, it's right there. Whether my door is open or shut, it doesn't matter. Hopefully they'll help me stay on track. I've been watching a lot of YouTube today. I've been taking a lot of breaks, but I have gotten a good chunk of stuff off my craft table. I have been organizing some things. I shredded some junk mail with personal info on it. I got important documents squared away in my special folders where I can easily find them again. Just generally making my space better. I even cleaned up my little, it's not a side table, shelf. I actually took the old gold silicone that goes through a hot glue gun off, really wiped the whole thing down, and then applied fresh silicone because it was starting to come up at some points. That keeps cell phones from just slipping off of it. That's really important because they will just slide without it. It's awful. Let's see, I pre-cooked the chicken for dinner tonight. That's going to be separated from pasta and stuff so that if I'm putting it with salad or if my folks want to, just grab a serving without, that's fine. And it all works. I can make it all work. Just balancing everything out with lots of breaks. And I am even charging my headphones, charging my phone to make sure that I've got lots of battery for editing later while I am sitting poolside. It's dinner time. I feel like I've really succeeded today. Alright, I had a big old chunk of French bread with Tuscan herb butter on top. It's technically a finishing butter, but whatever. The bread wasn't quite hard enough to melt it. I'll live. That's fettuccine alfredo on top of some mildly Italian flavored chicken, some spinach with some avocado with my usual dressing. Healthy enough. Having a bottle of water, and then probably I'm going to watch a couple of short YouTube videos. Something I can easily stop and get out of for when John is ready to go to the pool. Okay, I did get some editing done at the pool. I came back. John's listening to Bob Ross a little bit too loud, trying to get to sleep. That's okay. I'm going to have to put on something to get to sleep too as well. It's not quite midnight. I took my meds. I took my vitamins. I am absolutely going to sleep in this hoodie because I'm having some issues with my heater back here. Despite the extra careful knob of it's got like off 1 and 2, and then there's an extras like a how much 1 or 2 you want, right? I'm having a hard time reaching a temperature that keeps the room comfortable but with blankets, and last night, particularly this morning, it was difficult because I got too warm, kicked the blankets off, and then got too cold. So I'm gonna bundle up slightly and see if that helps. I don't know what tomorrow's really gonna look like. I was thinking about maybe going to the gym like closer to the middle of the day. That seems like I got tired just watching John in the pool. He just goofed off in the water until he was so exhausted that he pretty much had to roll his way out. But I got some editing done. I can delete some stuff. That's a big plus, especially because after the video compiles into one video, it's always a smaller amount because I've only been changing it to HD instead of the very high def that I was recording in previously, and then I was keeping that. Anyway, I record and it's a huge file, and then I compile them and it's a small file. I'm not exactly doing, you know, Michael Bay explosions on here. That could be fun. Just for fun. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I might have time for extra sleep tonight if I can get to sleep right away. I had a lemon soda after I got home, but I'm having another water. I was gonna get my glass out, my big glass, and have a big glass of water, but I am about out of energy, and this was closer. Tomorrow night, I go open up the building so people can go look at the art. Maybe, if nobody shows up, I'll be editing again, and it'll be quiet, away from my kids. Not bad. And then Friday's drop off. Halfway through the week, I can do this. I just got my kids to school, and I'm asking myself some very important questions. First one is, why the heck won't my kids wear coats? It's below freezing, right? They have coats. They could wear the coats, but they seem to be hindered by the coats, embarrassed by the coats. I don't know. I don't understand it. Another question I have is, why is it they're willing to warm up the car for me? Scrape the windows while I get all kinds of layers on. But they won't take the bus. I mean, if it doesn't bother you so much that you won't wear a coat, why do I have to go out in the cold? The bus takes the same routes. You get on, it goes, you get there, you get off the bus. Why do I have to drive? I don't like this. Anyway, that's my whining for the day. I think I've hit my quota. Got a disposable coffee cup, probably holds heat better than I do. This is only gonna get worse. This is gonna get worse as I get older, I know it. I'm going home. I'm shedding layers. I might take a nap. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is awful. I'm sitting in an empty church building. Because I said that on Thursdays I would come out here and people would be able to come and see the art. This hasn't been advertised yet, but I did say I'd do it, so I'm doing it. 1 hour. I am masked up because I got a text from John during his first period today that this kid got sent to school with the virus. No masks. They were walking together between classes, and to get to their first class of the day, and then he had a couple more classes with this kid afterward, and they were definitely within 6 feet of each other. This kid's parents sent him to school while he's dead on his feet with the virus. So I'm unhappy. I've been exposed to John. So, you know, I was kind of iffy about maybe having somebody else do this, but it has not been early enough for this to take hold yet. I'm sure I'm not contagious. Just to be safe. Just to remind myself, lots of space. I am not going to be spreading this thing to other people. We called my ex-husband and talked about what to do with the boys with this weekend. We have to skip another one of his weekends. This irritates the heck out of me because this also means I don't get a break. I also am not looking forward to it if John gets sick. John's pretty much confined to his room. I gave him bottles of water and Cheetos and a pint of ice cream and some Lactaid before I left the house. And we're trying to limit contact. He's got video games. We will test, I guess, in the morning. Maybe go ahead and send him to school. But basically, we wouldn't know till maybe even 5 days later if he caught it. So I'm going to hang out in here. I'm going to try to edit. Then I'm going to go grab some, I guess some drive-thru food for my kids once I shut this thing down in an hour. Not having a great time. But, you know, it looks like we'll be making up most of the time in February. February weekends. I'll be able to totally focus on my mom's birthday and Valentine's Day and that sort of thing. And they'll be able to make up time with their dad. Awesome. Awesome. Not fun. Okay, I am back from church, and I went through the drive-thru like I told my kids that I would, and I got them their chicken strips and their weird burger and whatever, and I guess I did a little bit of editing, not as much as I wanted, and I decided I would make the attempt with the Jack in the Box crispy chicken, grilled chicken salad. So there's chicken, carrots, cucumbers, lettuce, cheese. Looks healthy enough. Maybe a bit large portion of meat. That's definitely more than a pack of playing cards. But it's dinner time, and I'm starving. I'm also having a ginger ale. Mind your business. Let's see, they gave me low-fat balsamic dressing. They gave me ranch dressing. This pouch of ranch dressing is 240 calories. That's less than 2 ounces, too. I guess I'm going to try the balsamic. Yeah, this is 25. I could have sworn I saw on the screen that they put croutons, but there's no croutons in the bag. See what the situation is. Oh, there's some little tiny cherry tomatoes. 2 of them just hidden under the chicken, or maybe they slid. I don't know. I've got laundry I gotta put away. I have more laundry in the dryer also to put away. But it's all been, you know, slowly getting my room in order. I had really hoped that my kids would be with their dad this weekend because I'm tired and I need a break. I need all the breaks. I'm not getting them. At least I've managed to pretty well schedule things so I know what's needed from me and when. And I've kind of found ways to balance things out. I just wanted to do nothing on Saturday. You know, if the weather was good, I was thinking maybe take my hammock out to a park. Just hang out in it. Maybe with snacks. Everybody could leave me alone. And if that didn't work, I could just hang out here with snacks and everybody could leave me alone. But no, that's not how my weekend's gonna go. I'm going to continue watching SG1. I think I'm starting season 2 tonight. I'm going to find my remote. Is it? Yep, I'm starting season 2. I think this is the furthest I've actually paid attention and watched the show. Even though my dad used to watch it all the time, I'd sit down for a bit and then I'd be off doing something else. So, That's what I'm up to. I've been watching SG1, like, a lot. John's not feeling great. I had him do a test, and simply because he swore up and down that he was feeling awful. My goodness, that TV is bright. Why did I leave it on? Anyway, currently shows negative. I want him to test again in the morning, but we may need to go pick up another test from the pharmacy. Maybe I should have waited. I don't know. I don't know if I should send him to school in the morning with the way that he's feeling. I'm trying to remember if I replaced the thermometer after we all had the virus back in the summertime. I don't think I did. Great. I don't know what's tomorrow. This is a mess. I'm exhausted, but at least I'm getting an early start on my evening, or early end of my evening. I'm gonna go ahead and take my vitamins because I already took my medications, and then I am done for the evening. I'm not doing any more tonight. This is enough. I saw this meme. It goes, me, not today, Satan. Satan. Oh, thank God, because I literally can't even with your life right now. I told someone I should have that on a t-shirt because it seems like no matter what day I wear it, it would apply. Okay, oh, that's uncomfortable. Just got out of HEB. I dropped Bruce off. I called John in. John is really not feeling well. Tested him last night. He came up negative. The test was within the extended use range per the FDA. So it wasn't actually expired. It was good till May, going by their bonus dates. I have a bag with cough drops, Bluebonnet scented soap. He's really weird about scented soaps. He loves them. And a new thermometer. This one to the forehead rather than the cheap one I had before, which was in the mouth. And I should turn my lights on. It's 50. Bruce is at school, but he has not been in close contact with John. John might have a stomach bug. I don't know. I grabbed John a donut. It would be just my luck for him to go ahead and have a stomach bug and then contract the whatever. Not thrilled. Not thrilled. Could he psych himself up into being not well? I think he could. I'm gonna get some fuel at the cheapest location in town, and then I'm headed home. And I'm gonna focus on very little other than keeping it together. And we'll see how it goes. Alright. I've made it through most of the day. John's dad called to check on him. John's feeling better. Got some appetite back, thank goodness. He's trying to stay hydrated. He's on a voice chat with his friends. He's using his cough drops and stuff. He's not as loud as usual. So he's definitely not feeling himself, but we'll get there. It's very disorganized at dinner time. I am really tired. I'm really, really tired. So I went in there and scrounged some leftovers in between informing Bruce that he needed to figure out something to eat and checking that he knew what was available to him. And then also been microwaving things for John. I've got some leftover slightly Italian flavored chicken shreds, roasted garlic hummus, and I don't recall what these crackers are made out of, but they're technically 34-degree thins in rosemary flavor crisps. Whatever. they don't want to call it a cracker. I really like the lemon flavored ones. They're kind of like a cookie, and they have this fun little like circular design where I guess it's pressed. And it's been a day, so I'm having I think this is my last one. This is Mechanical Jackalope Prickly Pear flavored beer. And I'm watching Reddit videos to cope with the amount of noise. So I'm gonna get back into that and watch on my phone, actually, rather than the TV, because these cancel out the rest of the noise. So that's just one source of noise that I'm perceiving, and that is so much more restful than all the ambient noise and people watching multiple screens. Alright, I tried. I got a bit of a little teeny tiny workout. I ate some pistachios, had some yogurt, drank some water. I watched entirely too much Stargate, particularly, let's see, the episode with Carter's dad, and the one with the interesting Native American spirits from the other world with their really interesting multi-tiered nostrils. I'm really tired. And I'm really looking forward to not having to go out in the cold tomorrow morning, because I've been doing it so much lately, and I don't want to. I just need to sleep. I'm gonna catch up on my rest. Not a whole lot going on today. I went this morning, picked up, well, it actually wasn't this morning, it was the middle of the day. Picked up a couple of prescriptions, picked up a few healthy grocery items, picked up lunch at Jack in the Box at apparently my town's worst possible fast food location ever. The order was $47 and some change. They've been going really, really fast, trying to get orders in super fast and get you end your order like as fast as possible. Like, they don't even ask if you want curly fries. Regular fries pops up on the little screen on the drive-thru, right? Then you have to specify no curly fries, no large. They got John the wrong amount of chicken strips, but it's like, it was not a small, like, one meal order, okay? I was getting stuff for my parents and both my kids. She passes me out all 3 drinks and then passes me this bag. One bag. One medium, like you could fit 1 meal in there. And she crammed all the food in there. So, like, the curly fries were getting crushed. The bread on the sandwiches were getting crushed. No receipt, so it's my word against hers what I ordered. So I left a really bad review. I'm not going to that location anymore, not unless I'm going to just give the slowest drive-thru order ever. Like a really long, super complicated, like every time they try to get me to finish up the order, I'm gonna add something or detail it, like, can I get that with no pickles? Yes, will that be all? No, I also need hash browns. If I do this, fully expect that I am down for a fight in the drive-thru. They can come out and fight me. I am done. Thankfully there's a different location in my town that's not too much further away, so I'll just go there. Anyway, I'm irritated with all of that. I didn't even get Jack in the Box for myself. I'm doing pretty good. I'm down a couple of pounds, like I've been trying to manage. So I came home and I had a whole grain pita, roasted garlic hummus, the rest of my leftover chicken and some tzatziki. And I've just mostly just been checking on my kid and sending an email saying, nope, I can't help with the tech stuff at church tomorrow because I'm gonna be here getting my kid to swab his nose again to check whether or not he contracted the virus. All day I'm listening to Reddit videos and poking around my room cleaning in minuscule amounts at a time. But I have my gym bag all set up, so if he's well enough to go to school on Monday, all I have to do is I grab it and I'm ready. Go hit the gym, kick it in the butt, get my workout on, pump some iron some pumps. I don't know. I got some editing done. I have a video uploading. It's still from early December, but it's firmly into December, and it's only January. This isn't as caught up as I'd like to be, but I can't really go to church tomorrow, so to try to keep myself on track, scheduling-wise, I'm going to go ahead and try to get up early and try to knock out another weekly video. I've been watching a whole bunch of SG-1 still. There's so much Stargate in the Stargate universe. Kind of makes up for things like The Expanse only getting 6 seasons. Anyway, it's dinner time. I'm trying to be healthy. I have been snacking a little bit this afternoon. I had some, I think they're chickpea based crisps and roasted red pepper hummus, and I also had some fruit. This is a organic Italian soda by Central Market, which is one of the HEB's local brands. It's a lemon soda. Not grown-up drinks. I give these to my kids, but they aren't fond of them. Mashed potatoes. My mom made chicken, and this is salad with my, I swear to goodness, I just need to, like, every time I use this dressing, every time, low calorie raspberry vinaigrette dressing. I'm just, balsamic maybe? No, it's a vinaigrette, so that's not balsamic. Balsamic vinaigrette? You know what? I am nobody says anything in the comments or anything. No one says anything to me in real life who actually knows me and watches the videos. But I personally am just about sick of hearing or saying, well, more so when I'm actually editing, the low-calorie raspberry vinaigrette dressing. I put it on all my vegetables. It makes my face happy. I just don't want to hear about it anymore. Okay, well, whatever gets me to eat fresh vegetables, and that's super good for me. So, back into Stargate stuff. John seems to be doing okay, except for some kid on a video game has declined to accept the terms of him and his friend's peace treaty after this child has repeatedly gone into their spaces on this video game, stolen countless supplies, torched their bases. I don't know if he was involved with blowing up the Waffle House they had. They had a Waffle House. We'll just go into Minecraft and set up a McDonald's. But this kid owes them big time, you know. I told him it's time for payback. Organize your friends. Take all this stuff. Burn it to the ground. It doesn't matter that he's accusing you guys of not being nice to him, because you've been as nice as you possibly could, because you haven't torched his whole game and salted the earth yet. Do it. Burn it to the ground. Anyway, so, you know, that was my motherly advice. He's done playing nice, you don't have to either. Especially if he's not playing nice and then accuses you of being the jerk. Torch it. Just torch it. Just level it. Sometimes to level the playing field, you gotta burn it all down. I don't know if he's gonna actually follow my advice, though. But that's what I would like to hear about later on. Organize the friends. Take all his stuff. Go to his house, tie his shoelaces together so that he has to untie them all to actually put his shoes on. But Stargate, I gotta focus on something else. I really thought that I would call it an early night, but here I am. John's video games got loud. Mostly it was John being loud because he had a headset on and he was loudly yelling at the other little kids. I didn't test him today. I'm gonna test him tomorrow. I need to go check on him real quick and get another temperature read on this kid. Just, you know, before I go to bed. I'm definitely not going anywhere tomorrow. Just stuck home. Kept watching Stargate, like all the Stargate, and finding horrific memes on Facebook because got this new group I joined. Just chaos memes all the time. Horrifying. I love it. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm done for the night. Took my meds, took my vitamins, did my skincare. Like, super nice skincare. And that's it for me. I have so much to do tomorrow. And I can't get anything of it done. So. Thanks for sharing my week with me.